Nuclear Summit is a game of deliberation, deception, and sudden but inevitable betrayal. Before the game begins, separate the political climate card, strategy cards, and vote deck. Count the number of players and then remove from the vote deck all cards with an initiative number located in the lower right-hand corner of the card, greater than the number of players. These cards will not be used and may be returned to the box. Next, shuffle the vote deck. Draw the top 5 cards face down once the deck is shuffled and remove them from the game. Players may not look at these cards. After this, deal the remaining cards until all players are holding 6 cards. Now, if you wish to include strategy cards in your game, shuffle them thoroughly and pass each player 1 card face down. They may look at these cards at any time. However, they must remain hidden from opponents until they are used. Lastly, make sure the political climate card in the center of the table has its blue peace side facing up. Step 1. As the first voting session begins, each player will select 2 cards in their hand and pass them to the player on their left. Step 2. Begin the vote. To vote, each player will select 1 card from their hand and place it face down in front of them. Once all votes have been cast, players will simultaneously flip the cards and reveal the result of the vote. If any of the revealed cards have any special effects, they will resolve at this time before the outcome of the vote is determined. If multiple card effects are revealed this way, they will be resolved in the order of initiative, from lowest to highest. Step 3. Determine the outcome of the vote. To do this, count the total vote strength between all war and peace cards respectively. If the vote strength of peace is equal to or greater than the vote strength of war, the vote ends in peace. However, if the vote strength of war is greater than the vote strength of peace, the vote ends in war. Step 4. Resolve the outcome of the vote. If the outcome of the vote is peace, all players voting war are immediately sanctioned and must discard 1 vote card face down into the discard pile. If the political climate card is currently on war, flip it over to peace. If it is already peace, then nothing happens and play resumes. Move all cards still in play to the discard pile face down. If the outcome of the vote is war, all war cards on the field are activated as nukes. The player with active nukes on the field will then place them on any other player of their choice. These cards will remain attached to players for the remainder of the game. To determine the order of activation, the player with the lowest nuke strength goes first. If 2 nukes are tied in strength, defer to the card's initiative. If the result is still a tie, the card with the crown above its initiative wins. Once all nukes have been placed, if the political climate card is currently on peace, flip it to war. If the political climate card is already on war, the game immediately ends. If the game continues, all players then pass a single vote card from their hand in the direction indicated by the political climate card. Then repeat from step 2 until the game ends. The game ends when the vote result is war, while the political climate card shows war, all players have only 1 card remaining in their hand, or any player plays or discards their last card. When the game ends, each player reveals their hand and counts the prestige value of all remaining cards, subtracting the total of nuke strength on all the nukes attached to them. The player with the highest prestige wins the game. In the event of a tie, the player with the highest initiative number on all remaining cards wins.